Yeah, hi everybody out there. Peter back for yet another video. I just thought something came into my head today that has been talked about by a few people, on forums and so on, music forums, especially the Steve Hoffman forum, which I like. It's a very interesting forum about people talking about pressings, re-releases and what have you. Best albums by bands. Everything's covered on that forum. A great forum, Steve Hoffman forum. But something that came up on there, and other people have talked about it too, is concerning AC/DC, and most notably the Bon Scott period of the band. As everybody knows, what I'm getting at before I go on any further is, should they reissue the Bon Scott on CD or vinyl, or whatever you want to call it, the Bon Scott albums in their original format, in their original how they were, like the Australian editions, like the High Voltage. Should that be reissued? Now, as time has gone on in Australia here, the if you walk into check the CD record of AC/DC albums, you will only find TNT in there. Now, I've heard this from other people and I've seen it myself. So you only see TNT. There's no Australian High Voltage. There's no Australian Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. There's no Australian Let There Be Rock. Power Rage is the same in Australia as in America, although in England there was a different track listing and also different mix initially. So that's another question. And in Australia, the Highway to Hell album is had a Flames cover, but the song listing and everything was the same. So that's here nor there, I guess. If You Want Blood, You've Got It was the same. So what I'm saying is, should they reissue the high all those albums in the, like, it'd be nice to see a vinyl box set, a reissue of all in the original format. But basically, I'm talking about basically the first four albums, really, isn't it? When you think about it, it's just the Australian High Voltage, TNT, Dirty Deeds, and Let There Be Rock. So yeah, so it's an interesting question. In my opinion, is they should do it. They should do it because the first international High Voltage was a compilation of those of High Voltage Australian and TNT, the Australian versions. I don't know why they do that. It's record company stuff, I guess, but I reckon they should really take things how they are. That's how it was. That's how it is. But there's a lot of this and that involved in it, I guess. And yeah, and really, because another problem with those, with the international versions is, I think it's especially on High Voltage and Dirty Deeds, there's edited songs on there. I mean, Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire's like half a minute is cut off. Now that's just ridiculous. We want to hear the full song. We don't want to hear an edited version. We want to hear it how it's supposed to be, as they say, as some people have said, as God intended. In other words. And Dirty Deeds is chopped off a bit on the Dirty Deeds album. About, I don't know, was it 15 seconds, something like that, something in that vicinity. Yeah, I would like to see a Bon Scott period vinyl CD box set. Well, yeah, I'd buy the vinyl myself if it was me. But for people who want, some people are CD people, some are vinyl people, some are both. I like both, but I sway more towards vinyl. But that's just me. yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see, reissued in a box set, the original, how it originally came, the original, covers, gatefolds, or whatever you want to call it. It'd be great to see, I think. Something for the fans, I think. But as it's gone on now, we're just getting the international versions. Yeah, but as I say, guys, when they talk about AC/DC, they've released 16 studio albums, but in reality, it's 17. In reality, when you look at it, because there's 6 Bonds and 11 Bryans. But I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a vinyl box set, a CD box set, just by making those albums not available now, it's just pretty bad. I mean, I have CD copies of Australian High Voltage, TNT, Australian Dirty Deeds, Australian Let There Be Rock, and so, but and so on and so forth. So it'd be great to see that happen. Will it happen? I can't see it myself, but we live in hope. They should be available, those albums. They're just, if you go on, another example, if you go onto Spotify, they won't be there, because I use Spotify quite a bit. You just got the international versions, which is good. Yeah, all should be available, I think. But it'd be nice to see even on the streaming services, and as well as physical media, the original Australian still out there. As I said, the TNT I see around a little bit. Dirty Deeds and so on, Let There Be Rock, and just a re-evaluation, because that Bond period is needs a bit of treatment as far as the original releases goes, how they were intended to be. That's my rant, not a big rant, but a mini rant, I guess, on that subject. So what do you guys think down there? Should they do this? I think it's a no-brainer. I think people snap this up, to have the original covers and the original song lists back. And it's really only those first 4 albums, isn't it, guys? So that'd be great to see. I hope it happens, but time will tell. Okay, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today. See you guys for another video. Won't be too far away. Bye for now. Comment, subscribe, share, and all those things. Thanks for looking. I appreciate it. Bye for now, guys. Bye.